Hello, hello, hello. It looks like we are online. Let's try a little bit. Yeah, welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin, and today is the Italian stream, the Italian job, if you will. I will talk about two libraries by Italian developers. One is Cinematic Alpha. We will talk about a little bit about the Cinepads. The other one is Stefano Macarelli. Atlantis 2 is available now, and if Atlantis wasn't big enough for you, didn't have enough content, now you have Atlantis 2. He nearly doubled the stuff that is in there, and that's amazing. There is really a lot of material in Atlantis 2, which, by the way, maybe you don't know it, but you could easily live in the Stefano Macarelli bubble, if you will. He's having not only the Atlantis series, there's Ethera Gold more on the Epic side, there is Elements, his scoring synth, even there are evolving pads, there are pianos, there are cellos, there's lots and lots of stuff. He's having his percussion library, so you could be in there and you would have everything you need. And in my personal workflow, but that's me, I'm not on Cubase, I'm not on Studio One, I'm on Logic. And the same goes for libraries. If you are not only a YouTuber making reviews, but if you're even a composer, a musician, then you have your daily go-to tools, and then you have wonderful other instruments that you use if you need them. And if you have a listen to my track, The Timeless Glory, which was some kind of a hymn that I was asked to write together with Valentino Alessandrini for a town here nearby when they had their 250th birthday, I was using Ethera Gold and I was using Atlantis, because they've been asking for a vocal part which was meant to be sung by a real choir, but the real choir was listening to my mock-up like the piano player that should have been playing live, like the drumming guys that should have provided a recording of the percussion. They were all listening to the mock-up and said, that's good like this, we won't touch it. And as there was a vocal part needed, I was using it in a real world project. In a real, it's not only about YouTube and making hyping videos and maybe even you see it, I'm not having giveaways. Like, please watch my video, and then if you watch it, there will be a giveaway. No, I work with these tools, and I work with several developers by now, where I'm really even involved before the libraries are released, and I'm in getting more involved even into the sound design of this stuff and creation of presets. So just to tell you, if you don't hear me talking that often about all those wonderful instruments that Stefano has, then it's not because I don't like them, it's just because normally they don't fit into my daily workflow. But that's not negative. This is just like I'm not using Cubase or I'm not using Studio One. That's all. But first things first, as have written, but this was a joke. Please, people, that was a joke. I hope you followed that channel long enough to know by now that I'm the friendly guy, and that normally if I don't like something, then I simply don't talk about it. Yeah, you don't will find me talking bad about anything. So joking, I was writing, it will be the Italian gods against the Bavarian Barbarian. Obviously not. We will have fun for sure. I do like the Cinepads from Cinematic Alpha. Even last stream I was noodling around with them, and Stefano was so nice to hand out even an NFR copy of Atlantis 2, so I decided, oh come on, I have it now, so why don't we make some kind of unboxing of Atlantis 2, if you will, in this live stream. I haven't gone through the manual, I haven't gone through the library yet. The only thing I've done is now from 3 p.m. until 4 p.m. I was noodling a little bit around with it, and even this, if you follow those streams since quite some time, then you know whenever I noodle, the record button is always on to record something. So I came up with this just to show you how cool it even is if you combine those Cinepads with Atlantis. Just something like this. And I'm quite sure you already heard the big news in Atlantis 2. The big news is there is not only Clara, there are even other 2 singers. So you have 3 singers now in the same library that you can combine, which is really cool because it really gives you even the illusion of having more singers on the stage. And just a little trick from my side: if you write music with those libraries and you use 2 or 3 singers, then place them on the stage. You know, a really wise man gave me that trick not so long ago, and it opened up a world, a sonic world for me to really concentrate again a lot on the stereo field, on the panning. And if you have one singer, pan it slightly to the left, the other singer pan it slightly to the right, and you will really have that impression that you have them in front of you, but not at the same microphone. Like if you know Damage 2, for example, or this other library, this highly processed electronic stuff, the Ferrum, you know, there you have a stage, and you can, every percussion element, you can place it on that stage, and then it goes in this direction. What's in the muck? In the mood muck, yeah, where you can have, you know your tools or grow your tools, there is Bavarian beer. Very good Bavarian beer. Problem, I'm running out of Bavarian beer because this stuff you don't get in Italy, or if you get in Italy, then it's around €3 a bottle, whilst in Germany we pay around 60 cents for this. So I will need to drive up to Munich again just to get some beer back here to Italy. So yeah, Prost. There can't be the Bavarian Barbarian without Bavarian beer. Another track that a really short cue that I came up with before. And this one is interesting. We will talk about this one. Because Stefano, the developer of Atlantis, is not only a sound designer or a sample library developer, he is a working composer, and he knows what you need. And this is why, even if it's a vocal library where you do have the phrases, me personally, whenever I can, I try to work with phrases for one simple fact: they are sung by the person, they have the breath of the lungs of that one phrase. Because with legato lines, more than often, if you listen to music, it happens that people play a legato line for about 2 minutes, and no one can sing for 2 minutes straight. People forget this. It sounds nice, and yes, I know we are in the sample world and we are allowed to do whatever we want, but maybe once in a while, think about it, that it should be even real. So with the sung phrase, everything is real, but there is even a drone in that instrument, and a vocal field like this. But no, it wasn't this one. Just give me a second, because there was one that was really... Yeah, this one. This one. So again, we do have the phrases. And the phrases even are really cool. They have been sampled in various times, 90 BPM, 120 BPM, but you can sync them to your DAW. And that is fundamental for me. These things need to be synced to my DAW, but there is the drone. There is the percussion. And even here, those vocal soundscapes, and that is something really cool, because you could do something like this. You start with the drone, you bring the soundscape in, you bring the percussion in, and this is then where it gets tricky. This is then where you would need the third hand. I will improvise here a little bit. I mean that's normally not the way to play, but just to tell you how much there's going on in one instrument. Obviously, this is not something that you would do live, but just to show you what you can do with one instrument in this Atlantis. Fabian, hi. I hope your kids are a little better with the flu and everything. And Kev, yeah, hi Kev, nice to see you. Bavarian beer at 60 cents, good choice. But yeah, in Bavaria, the Bavarian beer has that price. And yeah. Let's continue with this, because then we will have fun later on. It's getting dark outside. It's getting dark outside already. So, as I said, it will be an unboxing of Atlantis 2. I only have it since a few days, and I'm really full. I'm really full. There isn't time. Maybe you've even seen it. I slowed down a little bit with the videos and everything, because there is real world projects going on, and they have 100% the more importance than reviews or YouTube. So I didn't have the time to get into Atlantis 2, but we will do this today. And from the short overview that I had this morning and the other evening, it's wow. It's again wow. It's again so much stuff. That's maybe, if you will, the problem even of Stefano. He can't limit himself, you know, he needs to exaggerate, and this is even why once in a while he gets so punchy if you critique this stuff, because I can only imagine how many hours a day he's working on this, and there are so many add-ons, for example, for elements and that stuff for free then. So a wonderful guy, really contributing a lot for us musicians, a lot. They're better now. Good, yeah, coughing a lot. That's this period of the year. So Cinepads, just even don't forget about the Cinepads from Cinematic Alpha, because even they have some magic. I already told it in my last stream. You do have those pads. On the mod wheel, you do have then even the filter. And one thing that's really nice, that really made me smile the very first time I opened them up, you have a beautify knob. You don't have the punish knob. You have the complete opposite, the beautify knob. At the end, it only adds reverb to it, but doesn't reverb always beautify everything? So they are nice, and there are, I said it last time already, hundreds of those pads within the instrument. Just some noodling a little bit. What we can do. No. Let's see if I can find simply a instance of contact in which I don't have phrases, because this is what I normally use. Sustains. Okay. Let's go a little bit with those pads and I will improvise on top with the voice. Beautiful. Listen even to this. That's a multi. There's a lot of stuff going on. Wow. Love it. Now this is just really to give you an idea what those cinematic pads can do. There is one thing that I would like to tell you about those pads. It's a good thing or it's a bad thing. I mean, this really depends on you. As I said, you do have on every pad you do have the possibility to get this stutter effect, which is time synced, very important. It's if you will a one channel preset, so you do have the pad with this sound and that's it. It's not like maybe in other libraries where you have 3 channels and a complicated engine behind it, and in every channel you can load up an instrument. So you know, it's not that complex, but that might be even a very good thing, because you open up that pad, you like that sound, you start to write. You don't get lost right away into the sound design side of the pads. It's just this pad, this is your chord progression, and you record it, and then you can anyhow create your multi, layering a second or a third pad underneath, and create your 3-channel preset or whatever you want. So you see, it's mixed. It's just a mixed thing. You do have, even on the Cinepads, a effect page with distance, balance, the cutoff filter, a crush, the resonance and noise, and that stuff. They're cool. And Cinematic Alpha was so nice to hand out a discount code for you. Attention, this is not an affiliate link. So if you buy them, I'm not getting any money. I'm completely unbiased, okay? I'm completely out of the sales. This is important for me to tell you this. But there's a discount code for you. So if you go in the description of this this video, there's the code that you can use on the store of Cinematic Alpha, and then you get, I think it's a 45%, something like this, of discount on the recommended retail price. So if you're interested, you know, there's the chance for you to get them cheaper at a fair price. I think at a fair price, because, you know, pads, they start at €29 if I remember well, with the Spitfire original cinematic pads. I would place them for sure higher than the Spitfire stuff. You know, they cost a little more, but they offer even a little more. So just to tell you, let me read a little bit. They are lovely, yeah, pretty cool. Those two libraries are perfect combination. Oh, they are. Yeah, John. I wouldn't call you an idiot, to be honest. I would call you a beginner, and I know that you're learning fast, but That's the advantage. That's the advantage that I see in the Cinepads. You get them, you go through, and the names are really cool. There was a lot of fantasy into giving the names of those pads. And you choose the pads that you like and you just play with them. There is not this fancy interface that maybe scares you even away, like, oh, how does that engine work? And let's go back to Atlantis, just for this very first track, because I really liked it. I was really in the right mood. Just to break it down, because I learned from my YouTube statistics that first of all, 80% of the people watching my videos are not subscribed. 80%. So if you're not subscribed, then please just hit that button. It would be cool if everybody would subscribe, of all those people watching them. And I learned that my tutorials are the most viewed videos, not my reviews. So more tutorials. What's going on there? There is one track with the Cinepads laying the fundament, the chord progression. There is, and now it gets interesting, Atlantis 2, obviously, with all this as we had before. There is this drone, there is this percussion, and I'm blending it in with the mod wheel. With the mod wheel you can do those ins and outs. And then I do have two phrases from two different voices. The first one is sung by the wonderful Clara Sorace. And the other one, even the other one in this case. I think this is the best example how versatile that voice is. Clara is some kind of a miracle person, as she can do all those different voices. I was quite sure it was another singer, and then I just had some piano on top. Very simple. This piano library gave me a lot of space on my hard drive. You won't believe this. This is Ascent from Heaviosity. I deleted another 5 piano libraries that I won't use anymore for sure now that I have Ascent. Ascent is, you can do the soft cinematic stuff, you can do that epic grand deep piano, you can do all the sound design in the world. So wonderful, wonderful library. And what did I do effect wise? The only thing that I did, I placed, obviously on those voices, I placed reverb, and I'm combining 2 different reverbs today. On this one, there's Black Hole, which gives you this ethereal, eternal. On the other one, instead, I'm having the do-verb from Audio Brewers. And even this one is a reverb that really surprised me, because even this is a reverb that you don't have to study a long manual, you don't have to understand many things. You have presets and you use them, you have a few knobs only, but these knobs get you to very good results. Audio Brewers, another developer, really, really interesting, I'm discovering at the moment. And Kate Jones, so cool to have you even here. Stefano just released an early Christmas present, a new patch. Yeah, I was reading about it just half an hour before the stream. I said this in the beginning. There are developers whom I really work close and I'm informed weeks before releases or anything. So, I'm involved in many things. And then there are other developers, there is a relationship and we hear each other. But for example, at Atlantis 2, I received it a couple of days ago. So, I'm not that much involved. But that's not a problem. That's not a negative thing. This is just as you saw it a few minutes ago. I saw it a few minutes ago. Yeah, it was an amazing gift. Nice piano. Yeah, no, the piano is amazing. And so Atlantis, what do we have? We do have, which even this was a very good decision in my opinion from Stefano. With Atlantis 2, you can completely delete Atlantis 1 from your hard drive because you have everything that there was plus all the new content. There's the romantic true legato. And I found out, and even this is something that I really like in the libraries from Stefano, that he's very consistent with the colors of the keys in contact. So the key switches, they are always in red and stuff like this. So it is at the end very easy to use them once you get into that coding, if you will. Because with the key switches, for example, you can go, and okay, this one not, the true legato doesn't have that choice, but the other one, yes, exactly, you know, the A and the U and the soft A and the E and that stuff, you can go through it with the key switches whilst you play. This is cool because then you know if this nice, well done, absolutely well done. You have the sustains, and even those are cool. I played with them at the very beginning of this stream. And even here, there are the key switches, the red ones. Have you ever used Noir? No, I had 3 or 4 pianos from Native Instruments, and what to say, they are gone. They are gone now. They are gone. I realized the last month that fortunately there are always more musical projects knocking on my door, and I already have 2 short movies to score for 2023, which makes me really happy. And I need to speed up my workflow, and I can only speed up my workflow if I concentrate on 3, maximum 4 developers, because then you open up a library and you know exactly what you find, you know, engine wise, what there is and what there isn't. And so yeah, Native Instruments, I think it's gone completely. I don't think I use anything from them anymore. Just let me quickly check. No. They are here. They're exactly here. The ones that I really work with, and I really write my music with. And but that's me. That's me. That doesn't mean they're bad. They don't suit me. Okay, they will suit 99% of the people for sure. So I'm starting to realize that you have to be very careful what you say once in a while. So I'm not saying that the stuff is bad. It's just it doesn't suit my personal workflow. That's all. Oh, by the way, I prepared something really nasty. Are you curious? I guess you are. Because whilst I was playing with Atlantis this morning to get exactly that, no, it was not this one, it was that picture, but it wasn't that. No, where are you? It's gone. It's gone forever. No. Okay. Whilst I was playing with the Valhalla True Legato, and I do love that Valhalla True Legato, because it's quite epic. And on this one, for example, depending on, and I love this, if a library has this, Westwood Instruments, their whole Untamed series, they have this up to 3 times, that depending on the velocity, another sample gets triggered, and even Stefano has this. So listen to this. And now listen to this. There's this ornament. Okay, or depending on how hard you hit the key, or if you don't play, you know, if you draw it in, or if afterwards, even me, normally when I compose, it's I think 30% playing and then 70% working on every single note to trigger the right samples. And whilst I was playing with this, I thought it might be cool to combine it with a metal track. I don't know whom of you have seen my metal track, the one with the wig that I really enjoyed. And so I have this. Be prepared. Okay, I won't go so far to put even the drums underneath now, but I think you get the idea. Place the Cinepads, those warm, soft pads like Evergrey, they do it often in their music. Underneath those really heavy guitars, place a second guitar riff on top, pen one to the left, pen the other one to the right, and then go on top with the vocals, and yeah. I think you get the idea. I think you get the idea how much this stuff even gets me in the right mood to have fun. I think you get the idea. I think you get the idea. So Atlantis is really versatile even for that kind of stuff. It's not only that romantic cinematic legato. No, you really can use it for many other things. Okay, Fury is showing up here. Why do I have Fury on it? I don't have Fury on this one. I get you need to be quick sometimes. I use Vogue from UGEM. Yeah, UGEM does have some nice, really quick instruments that you really. I don't know if I too I do have those libraries. You know, this one key wonders that you can get. Especially, I'm figuring out over time movie directors. You know, they send you a script and they are in the loop like, yeah, maybe and maybe not, and then you just send them without that they ask. 2 or 3 stems, quickly done. And you know, there are those libraries that you can really This is what I hear when I read your script, and normally they go, wow, yeah, okay, let's talk about it. And yeah, happened to me recently. Exactly this. So, hey Martin, 7 Tears of Hope. In exactly 2.5 hours, I think. It's at 7 p.m. There will be the premiere of the Christmas challenge of this year, again with Chris Houston from Implied Music. I'm so happy to have him on board. And 7 Years of Hope, you know that I count on you. You know that. So you can't hide. Did anyone get any good libraries with the Black Friday deals? Born. Wow, awesome. Epic metal vibes. Yeah, if you don't know, if you are into metal music and you are a non-guitar player like me, Riffage Metal from Impact Soundworks is the library with 300 riffs with the DI signal and the amplified signal. So if you don't want their amplified signal, you go through your distortion, whatever you have, Fury or whatever. Really cool to have really quick and epic metal track done. Evergrey is also, yeah, Evergrey. the voice in Evergrey, a lot of stuff is in the voice. Oh no, I got brass and lost, yeah. 7 at 7, yeah. Yeah, there was a reason why we placed it on 7 p.m. Yeah, I will join the collab. Watch the video later on. Yeah, we will see you in the premiere. Then maybe I will be there just drinking the next beer, because this one is, they are so tiny, these glasses. Even if this one is a Bavarian size, because you know, if we order one beer, it's half a liter. Maybe call it a halbe, so we call it half a beer. But at least it's half a liter. In Italy, if you order beer, they have these glasses that normally we use for our schnapps or something like this. So this at least is already half a liter. And Okay, let's go back on topic. Atlantis 2 and Cinepads. We have been the Valhalla True Legato, which is one that I really like because of those ornaments and those a little more aggressive medieval style. Then there are, and that's even nice, the Elven True Legato. The very first library that I had with elven voices was Lumina, Symphonia 3. They had an elven choir and, you know, this really soft voice, and I use it and even now Stefano has it. It's sung by Julia in that case, another singer. You do have in Atlantis 2, if you don't know it, a huge effects rack where you do have a modulator, a compressor, an equalizer, distortion, reverber, a delay, amplifier, and a cabinet. I switched that all off because then you can hear the quality of those samples. There is no effect on them. It's just the voice. And give her time to breathe. As I said before, if you work with vocals or every instrument that goes by breath, give them time to breathe in your music. And then we can, of course, place on top of that, for example, the do-verb, reverb from Audio Brewers. Nice. Even here with the elven voices, we have the A and the U. Key switchable, obviously. Then we do have the elven vocal phrases. Obviously, if you have sung phrases, they are sung in a key, and here you have D major, A major, C major, E major, G major. So yeah, you have D major. Oh no, minor. Sorry, it was minor. D minor, A minor, C minor. But then you have the D major, the A minor, the A major, the G minor, the C major. You have lots of keys to choose from. Really, lots of keys to choose from. So just think about the time that they've spent in the studio recording all those phrases. Let's see what we have on the yellow keys. Normally there is lots of embellishment. Exactly. Vocalscape, what do we have here? The drone. Yeah, let's do it again. My forehead is too broad. Maybe with the nose I can trigger only 2 keys because it sounds cool. It sounds absolutely cool. Let's do this. You know, it's fun. It's fun, obviously. I'm having fun, but you see how much you can do with one instrument. With one instrument, you get a complete cue laid out really, really quick. Well done. Well done. Absolutely. We do have the elven sustains. I'm quite sure to know what it will be. Yeah, lick it, yeah. No. Yeah, and with the red ones in Stefano's libraries are the key switches you go through various. Nice, nice. I would like to do something. The problem is, there are already really, really good things in this one, which I wouldn't like to lose, to be honest. So, but let's do this quickly, because I love it. That's cool. That's absolutely cool. That's absolutely cool. We do a little bit of percussion on it. Quickly, really subtle. Nothing too fancy. Okay, let's go a little overboard. And then we choose whatever legato line we want. Quickly one. No, those are all the phrases. Those are the sustains. Okay, let's get to a Athena sustains, vocal phrases, chants. The 11 true legato in U. Even here, quickly I switch off all the effects within the library. I place on that track my do verb. There we are, and let's go. Let's go. Breathing. Breathing. Is this cool? Is this cool? Really? If you're into vocals, this is nearly a must-have. This is nearly a must-have. I mean, the mixing is completely off on this one, but that's the easiest thing to fix. You can do this even with the mod wheel for the sound, so really cool. Let's go back to Atlantis. What else do we have? Because there is so much. There is so much in Atlantis 2. But that's Stefano. I don't know if you know Elements. I don't know if you know Elements and all the additional packs that then came off. As I said before, you could live easily under the Stefano Macarelli bubble. He has nearly everything covered now, and he's even having, you know, this percussion library. So yeah, whatever you need. Okay, we have been to the 11th. Then we had the Valhalla. Then we do have the polyphonic chants. They made me laugh a little bit. They made me laugh, but not because of for the simple fact, my two children, they have been dancing the La pizzica, which is an Italian traditional dance from the south, and it was funny once in a while. And when I heard some of those, no, but it's not this one. It's not this one. We will come to them. I will find them. I will find them, and I will show you. Sorry, no, I was in the builder. That's it. Exactly. So the music was basically something like this, like and then those people like hey la la hey la la. It wasn't my type of music. That's it. This is why I'm making fun of it. And there's one I need to find. There was one I need to find which really sounded like. Good job. I finally got contact player. Yeah, the contact player discussion. The contact player discussion. What can I tell you? Contact gives you many possibilities. So maybe it's worth getting contact, because normally it's the smaller developers that don't have their libraries encoded by Native Instruments for the player. There are other small developers with really low price libraries, $29, $49, and they are available for the free player. But that's not up to me to criticize or to tell something about it. It's just telling that. So this one, to me, in the area in Italy where I live, chi ora c'è, means something like who is here now. And now there is the second part missing, obviously, of the phrase. Is invited to have some good beer or something like this, but this one is a funny one, you know. Chi ora c'è. Yeah. That's just joyful stuff. Eo, eo, eo. Eo. Inspired by? I mean, these chants, they are treasures. The one time you will need them. The one time you will need them, they are treasures, because it's not easy to find them. I mean, who knows? This year, for example, 2022, I can't remember one project where I would have used this or needed this. But it's cool. To know that you could have it. This one we had already. Chi audace, who is faithful. Nice. So you have those. Another feature that I found in this one and that I liked, to be honest. This one is way too much in my face. I don't feel it as a whisper. Let's work on it. Exactly. It was just way too. This stuff is useful. This stuff is really useful. If you've heard the demo song that I wrote for Heaviosity, that then they have chosen as official demo song, there is lots of this stuff going on. Wonderful. To have those whispers, they are useful, and you can use them even in movie scores. Just think about a horror movie or something like this. Oh wow, how much you can do with those whispers. The Witcher. I'm very happy I got full contact. That's it. Yeah, even freebies, even a lot of freebies with the full contact, the full version of contact. I got Contact, it's down there with them. How was it called? You know, the complete, you know, this complete package 2 years ago. So yeah, I don't know even how much it costs. Is it something around 200 euros? Maybe the full version of Contact, which yes opens you a whole world of these smaller developers and a lot of freebies too. Yeah, Elena, another singer in this one. Nice, wonderful. There is a kind of Indian vibe. If I hear this music, I think about, you know, the Indians. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me try something. Even here, I would like to switch off all the onboard effects, run it through my own reverb. Huh? Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Then we do have from Athena the vocal phrases. Even this one obviously in many, many keys. D minor, because I like writing in D. Even this one, important to say, they are recorded in this case at 85 BPM, but you can sync them to your DAW. Well done, absolutely well done. Great. Yeah, it's that time again to lick the keyboard. With those patches, you understand the sound designer that Stefano is. Yeah, and then I need the third. I think I should call Rebecca to press the third key for me. But she's upstairs doing her homework, so I can't disturb her now. Wow, really wow. I have to say this. Dark vocal phrases sung by Clara Sorace. Even this one, great stuff. Let's dig this in D minor. And yeah, Celtic style music, for example, absolutely. Holy shit. Holy shit. This one is good. Doesn't sound like the same person. Definitely not. Yeah, quickly. I love this. Dig it in. So I don't want to tell Stupid things. No, okay, it's not stupid. Unfortunately, you can't switch through the keys with a key switch or something like this. And I'm seeing here only minor. So it would be maybe a little difficult to go maybe from a D minor to an F major to but you know, there's always the relative minor or the relative major, so you can work around that. You can work around it. That's not a negative point at all, absolutely not. And so let's go to the Cinepads again, choose this one. Let's do it wide. No, wider. Whee! I love it! We start on a D. This is the moment, you know, where with the pads, the bass comes in, the drums come in, the piano line comes in again. But listen, how I've been choosing Cinematic Alpha and Stefano Macarelli today for one reason. They sound so good together. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Sorry, this phrase is too short. This phrase is too short. We need to choose a longer one. Let's try this one. Wonderful! You get the idea. You know, I'm amazing. Lara's an alien. Yeah, absolutely. Really. I think she really got to the next level with this one. Because before, yes, there was this voice and that voice and that voice. But wow, on this one there is even more separation from one voice that she's imitating to another one. Wow. And then we do have anyhow in this one Elena, I think it was Elena and something else. So yeah, you do have three singers. One other thing in this library, and now listen, are the ethereal pads. So there are pads in this one, even, and they are amazing because you don't have only one, a vox pad are they called. Listen to those pads within Atlantis 2. But there's not only one. Yeah, there is not only one. There are, I don't want to tell, yeah, 25. There are 25 different vocal pads. They have a huge low end to those. Italian motions put into these libraries. Quite sure. Yes. Can't agree more. Let's go a little bit through those pads because I really love them. And then maybe put from audio brewers, there is their AB stutter plugin. Put a stutter something on this to get, you know, this tat effect or something like this. This is more an atonal pad. Nice, even this one. Next one. Ooh, yes. Nice, isn't it? Nice one, this one even. Let's go to another one. We won't go through all 25. Yeah, on this one, for example, I'm missing, you know, a little bit of or maybe an animated convolution reverb, something like this. I don't know if you've seen, I'm starting to do those very, very short tutorials, one topic at a time in 2 minutes. I made a video with the 2-minute pills, I call them 2-minute pills, about automating a convolution reverb. If you play na 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 wah, 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 you know, whilst there's the melody, it's completely still, and then as the music itself pauses, as the melody pauses, then, for example, the pad or the sound starts to wah, 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 to stutter a little bit. Really, really lovely. Na 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 wah, 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 wah. Yeah, something like this. You can do this for sure even with the AB stutter from Audio Brewers if you don't have it in your library already integrated, something like this. But yeah, check out those 2-minute pills. There will be more soon, maybe in January, I don't know, because December is already quite but yeah, I'm working on them. I'm working on them because I really like even the format. You know, it's not a 1-hour tutorial. I'm the first one having problems with 1-hour-long tutorials. I lose concentration, and then I want to try something, and then I don't know where I've been. So it's just, that's the topic, huh? And then try it. And that's a topic, and then try it. This is, we will see if this format will work, if more people dig it and like it, or if it's just in my head spinning around and it will die by itself. Vox pads, 20. Oh, come on. They're all beautiful. Check them out by yourself, all 25. I think, I'm not sure, I don't know it, but I'm quite sure Atlantis 2 is still in sale, you know, in this launch sale. So, you know, those libraries normally they're really yeah, cheap is always a bad word. They're not cheap. They have a very fair price. So I think this one, you should get it. Yes. Not a favorite of mine. Okay, let's continue. We had even this one, then the ethereal pads. Did I do a mistake now? Yes, I made a mistake. So I can't save this. Okay. Then we do have the multivoxes, and then we have the single legato A, E, soft A, and this stuff. And we have reverse phrases. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. This one sounds nice. That's a huge multi. Was that a... yeah! We had a peak of the processor. So yeah, maybe it's too much if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh yes, it is too much. If you have this one open. At least for my machine. If you have a 60-core murder machine, then it won't be too much. But I need this pad here, because I love that pad that I recorded before. We open up a new instance. But I think we're nearly through. I think we're nearly through with the Atlantis 2. I hope I could show you how much really good stuff there is. But the dark reverse phrases, I'm curious. Uh-huh. Nice, but even this one is not new, because if I remember well, exactly, it already existed in the other one. There have been already the reverse vocal phrases. Amazing stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That's creating a complete world on its own. And then all we do is taking the Cinepads. Take the Cinepads. A motion pad honesty, in this case it's called. Low end, let's check it. Present. Nice. Even always cool, play with major and minor. Play with major and minor, do those things that aren't usual. But they give you nice results for sure. Huh? I think we are through for today. I think we are nearly through. Of course, I could go on for hours with both of them, because in every instrument, every NKI of Atlantis 2, I've been playing with one or two of the possibilities that you then have within that instrument. I didn't go through all the key switches. I didn't go through all the additional material that there is, just like at the very beginning, this one, where you really have stuff like this. Then there was the bass drum. It's 4 keys. I'm pressing down 4 keys. Like a good friend of mine said, a monkey could do that. But it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. Play a little bit with reverb, put a little bit of stutter on, put a little bit of your own sound design and stuff on it, and then it's yours. Then those 4 keys will become yours, and it won't be right away recognizable. You know, like, whoa, I know that sound, or I know that library. Maybe it for you it's the same thing. Then for me, it's getting hard to get into a cinema or something like this, or watch TV series, because then you go, wow, that was Lumina, or oh wow, that was Vocalese, or wow, that was Symphonic Destruction, or wow, that was Atlantis. I don't know, to me it's happening, and my children, then they always tell me, Dad, relax, enjoy the movie. I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying the movie, but yeah. Then yeah, you need to change the chords, and to change the chords, then of course you would need to have a second track with another key chosen from that menu, but there are so many keys, so you won't run out of them. You can for sure do that manually, and that's really, really cool. And there are many phrases. I see here in D minor in 90 BPM, there are 2 options, and every option has 1, 2, 3, 4 octaves. So there are more phrases than you will ever need, I guess. And you have the chance, and you have the legato. Don't underestimate the legato, because I said before, I nearly prefer to work with phrases. Even the phrases then have the problem, if you register your music to a pro, it might be denied because someone was registering that phrase in his music before you. Won't happen if you really play them. But if you play the lines by yourself using legato or something like this, then think about a singer needs to breathe. Give them the time to breathe once in a while. Where's the legato? Would like to play a little bit with legato now. It's all phrases. It's all I'm getting. Let's open it. Not a problem. So, the original Atlantis True Legato, which, by the way, on my channel somewhere there should be a stream I did, I think 1 year ago, something like this, about the original Atlantis. And if I remember, I even did a review at that time. Himalaya, I think it was the melody of Himalaya of that movie, Dario Marianelli. Even cool, you have the possibility to choose, the length of the legato and that stuff. You can do a lot with those libraries. You even can do a lot. They are not only, out of the box, one-trick ponies. You really can do many, many things on that interface. And as I said before, you do have a huge FX rack. If you don't have your own go-to plugins yet, you can use those. If you have tools that you normally work with, that you know how to use them and what results they get you, then switch everything off, go with your own plugins. Looking for good plugins, I said it before, Audio Brewers is having some really cool stuff. It's getting warm, the beer's getting warm, it's time to finish the stream. And I think really we are through. I really hope that I could show you how much good stuff there is coming, even from small Italian developers. And think about it. Even I think it's the Italians that really have this hand, for good and aesthetic stuff. Emergence Audio, Mike Vignola, for example, living in America, but Frank Bellardino from Belladi Media, living in America. But I think I work with too many Italians. I mean, I already live in this country. Isn't this enough? No, just joking here. And I think we are through. If there's anything that you would like, Prost, thank you, great stuff. If you would like to hear anything else, if you have questions, otherwise, I think we are through, really. In the Cinepads, I said it, there is in the description a code for you where you can really get a good discount on the recommended retail price if you're interested in those pads. And personally, I do like them. I do like them for the fact, out of the box, fingers on the keyboard, and that's it. And not too many possibilities to tweak and to do stuff within that instrument, but then create your multi and do it if you, because for sure they won't scare you if you open them, for sure. And good stuff going on. My fingers. I should switch maybe hands, would be easier. This happens to me if I like a sound, if I dig a sound, then I stick to the keyboard and play. Like it happened with Nightfall. I'm really busy these days, and it's a pity because it's Christmas and I should be with the family and that stuff, but I have so many deadlines now coming up that I need to finish, need to close, and I'm happy for it. I'm not lamenting here, but there was this one evening that I said I need an evening for myself. Stop, close the phone, there was one evening I was chatting with 3 developers at the same time. I mean, this is getting too much. So I loaded up Nightfall and I was just noodling with Nightfall for hours, for how inspiring those things are. And this is with Cinepads. Something like this, what happened right before this sound was just like, and you start to hear things and then you play and then you create, and this is what musical instruments, those libraries, at the end of the day, there are musical instruments and they should inspire you to make good music. And this is why I started this whole channel, and I hope I can maintain it forever like this. If I get inspired by something, if I really like something, then I would like to share it with you. If I don't like something, then I won't show it, or with a false smile because someone is paying me, or talking bad about it. Won't happen. I won't tell you what this one is really stupid. Look at that interface and the knobs don't work and you get CPU peaks or no, then I simply don't talk about it. Yeah, that's it. I think we are through. Cinepads, I'm digging it. I like the sound. I get inspired by them. Atlantis 2. Thanks to both to Cinematic Alpha and Drew Fly, and thanks to Stefano Macarelli for sending over an NFR copy so I could test drive them myself. I could give my first impression, and today Atlantis was really my first impression. It was really out of the box, going through the patches. I didn't even read the manual yet, which normally I do as soon as I dig an instrument, and I would like to use it in depth, and for this you need to read the manual. And even that's a nice little tip maybe from my side. If you start to read manuals, you will find manuals that are really enjoyable to read because the author really put a lot of humor and of himself and of his creative approach or something like this into it. Westwood is one of those manuals. They are a joy to read. They are really, read your manuals, know your tools, know your libraries, make good music always. Thank you all for being here. I have to sell the dog. No, don't sell the dog. Don't sell the dog. If I could, I think I would have 20 dogs. I had my dog for 20 years, and I saw that dog the very first time when it was 7 minutes old, because I was called like, whoa, look, there are puppies. And unfortunately, or even maybe luckily, this dog slept in forever on my knees. I'm getting emotional. And I loved this dog. And maybe, one day I will have dogs again. I had up to 3 dogs during my life. The problem is I'm traveling too much at the moment. And I can't stand the idea to leave the dog, or even if the complete property is fenced, but to leave the dog alone out there, or to bring it to my parents-in-law, to someone. So this is why I'm not having a dog at the moment. But don't sell your dog, okay? So as bad as it will get, bring it to me. Bring the dog to me. I will care for it. We have lots of space out there, and so okay. That's it. See you at 7 p.m. Italian time. Now it's 5:20 for this very short premiere, just in the chat to say hello again, when we announce officially the Christmas challenge. Why do we call it the challenge? It's not a challenge in the sense of there will be a winner. You know, it's a collab, it's a collaboration. We will come up with something really beautiful, and there will be presents by Christmas from some developers that jumped in as a sponsor for this. And it's a challenge maybe because for some of you it might be a challenge to show yourself in front of the camera, or to play your instrument, or to make the video. Maybe you have never made a video in your life, or you know how to upload it on YouTube. Or for this is why we called it a challenge, because for some of you it might be a challenge to, you know, to jump over your shadow, if you will. But the idea behind it is exactly the same idea that we had last year. It's just making good music together as a community worldwide. You know, spread joy, spread peace, spread friendship. And yeah, that's it. I will close this now. It's getting really dark. I'm seeing now how dark you see it. Have a wonderful time. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy your time. Try to prepare a little bit for Christmas. There is only, I think, 3 weeks missing, something like this. I will see my dad on Monday. I will drive up to Munich. I need to go there for work. But luckily I will see even my dad. I'm really happy for this. And see you soon in the next video, in the next live stream. You know, in winter normally, on Saturday, there will be these live streams. If you have ideas, by the way, even if I already have 3 or 4 nice ideas of live streams that came from you actually, you know, let me know always in the comments. You know, I'm responding, and see you soon. Make good music. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting the channel. Bye-bye. I can close this here.